It is recording. Hi, I'm JeanShires's. I'm your instructor this semester. It's a weird relationship being online. You're out there in Never Never Land, and I'm right here. So if you're present and attending class, please raise your hand. Thank you. I picked out this book because it seemed kind of readable. I like the quotes that are in it. I like cartoons. I like good examples. The photography seemed good. And as I read it, of course, there are going to be things that I don't agree with. And there are going to be things you don't agree with, which will be fun too. I like the sex quiz there on page 3 to illustrate fairly graphically how little we actually do know about sex. There's going to be a lot of difference in what we know about sex because of what era each of us learned about sex. One of the weird things is, if you've got somebody who's 10 years old, they know some stuff about sex, probably more than their parents think they know, and it may or may not be accurate, but it could be the prevailing wisdom of the day. I know that most people first learn about sex from their friends because everybody's interested, and anybody who's got real news on the topic could be fairly popular for a while, sharing the news she knew about sex. And who knows what source that was. Since I am 60, I first saw pictures of naked people in National Geographic magazines. Usually stacks of them were stored in garages and attics or whatever. So some of the images were very disturbing. Some were so matter of fact, but primarily one of the big points was they were all of dark-skinned people. There were no naked pictures of white people, which that just struck me actually. So going on through the book, we've all learned we've all learned some pretty funny stuff actually. Some stuff that has been of no help to us, and stuff that was like, oh, I didn't know that. I remember when I was in high school trying to find out about sex, you couldn't look it up anywhere. The dictionary did not have the word fuck. It was a major thing when that was added to a dictionary, and in fact dictionaries, some people wanted to ban them because it had this word in them. So biology books had very little about human reproduction, just separate graphic pictures of anatomy, diagrams, certainly no photographs, and those were very misleading. By 1970, and probably even by 1980, I don't recall seeing a single anatomy book that had the clitoris labeled. It may be included in a diagram, but it wasn't labeled, certainly. And there's been a lot of weird things about this. One thing was, I have an old sex encyclopedia because they knew everything at that point. And a man had asked a question, and he said, why do men have nipples? And the medical doctors who were answering this question said they are a product of evolution, and that at one time it was possible that men needed nipples for nursing or producing fluids, but that in a few more generations they would evolve to the point where they had no nipples. They said it's very much like the clitoris. It's like a tiny, tiny penis, and as the generations go on, it will probably disappear entirely because a woman has no need of it. I'd like to point out that was 1950, and that was the year I was born, and that was the prevailing medical opinion. Women had no need of a clitoris, which is beyond bizarre to me. The time seems to be running out on this, and I don't know, last semester it used to let me have 15 minutes. It might be only going to let me have 5 now. Weird things are happening, and I'd certainly hate to talk for another 10 minutes and not have it record. So, I'll get back to you.